ओम शलपुर जी महादेव की जय। देवादिदेव देवेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्रीदीप नारायण भगवान की जय। हिंदू धर्म सम्राट परमहंस स्वामी श्री माधवानंद पुरी सतगुरुदेव भगवान की जय। विश्वगुरु महामंडलेश्वर परमहंस स्वामी श्री महेश्वरानंद पुरी योगिराज की जय। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। Hari Om everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're all doing fine. We all have our own individual dharmas. We all came in this universe, in this world, with our own dharmas. If an artist's dharma is to do artwork and he does engineering work, it's not his dharma. Or if an engineer does a doctor's work, then that's not his dharma. We all have our own dharmas. But unfortunately now in this world, we all think that this work is much more fun to do, or this is more romantic to do, or this I would enjoy to do these things more. But if it's not in our dharma, if we are not meant to do something, we won't be able to do it, or we won't be successful so much as we would be by doing our own dharmas. There's one very beautiful story. Actually, I'm going to tell you two stories today, but one of them, the first one, is our beloved Gurudev, His Holiness Vishwaguru Mahamandeshwar Maheshwaranand Puriji Gurudev, also narrated these stories in some of his lectures. Once upon a time, there was a rishi, a saint, having a shower, having a bath in the river. And while he was having a bath in the river, he saw a scorpion who was drowning, because the scorpion couldn't swim and he couldn't come out. So the saint, the Sadhu Maharaj, he thought, okay, let me save him. So what he did was he put his hand down there and picked up the scorpion to help him. But the scorpion stung him, and that really hurts, like, as maybe some of you or many of you know, that snake bites are venomous and they can really harm people or really kill people. But the scorpion bites, I was once, when I was younger, I was bitten by a scorpion, and that really hurts like anything. So the scorpion stung the rishi, and that Maharaj, he just flung his hand off, and the scorpion again fell in the river. And again the scorpion was suffering because he was drowning, he couldn't swim. The saint again put his hand down and picked him up. Again the scorpion stung him. Again he flicked his hand and the scorpion fell down. And this repeated at least for 4 to 5 times. The sadhu was picking it up, the scorpion was stinging him, and he dropped the scorpion again. And one man was sitting on the shore, on the banks of the river, and he asked, Babaji, Maharajji, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing so? The scorpion is biting you and you are still saving it, trying to bring it back to shore. Just let him go, let him die. The saint said, no. As a saint, my dharma is to protect and to save. And the scorpion's dharma is to bite or to sting. So if that sadhu, if that Maharaj didn't forget his dharma was to save and to protect and to guide the humanity and to protect and save the living beings. And the dharma of the scorpion was to sting. So both of them didn't give up, and they both stuck to their own dharmas. We feel like we always, in our lives, in our day-to-day lives, we see our friends, we see our colleagues, we see more successful people. So we always wish that I want to be like this person. I want to do like what this person is doing. If maybe if I would become a doctor, I would be more successful. Or if I would be a teacher, I would earn more money. But no, what is my Dharma? My Dharma is to be under Gurudev's guidance, to learn from my Gurudev, from Vishnu Guruji, and my Dharma is to be a monk and to be a sannyasi and to live that life. And I am really happy in my Dharma and living by that Dharma. There's one more beautiful story of Saint Narada. You might have heard of him. And Narada was also a sage. So once what happened was he was looking at a princess's palm, and he suddenly fell in such deep love, or the attraction was so strong towards that princess, that he decided that doesn't matter what happens, I want to get married to this princess. And apparently at that time, that king, at the same time when this all was happening, the king, the father of that princess, was organizing a great, grand event, and where he was calling all the people, all the princes, all the handsome people, and he told them, please stand in one line, and the princess will come and see all of you, and whichever person she likes the most, she'll put a mala, a garland on them. And whoever she puts the mala on will be her husband from that day onwards. So Sage Narada was determined in his mind that doesn't matter what happens, I will get married to her. So what did he do? He went to Lord Vishnu and he said, Bhagavan, Pranam, I have one request. So Lord Vishnu said, yes, what can I do for you? Then Narada told him that I'm really attracted to this beautiful princess and I really want to get married to her. So please give me the form of you, your form, or the form of Hari. Hari also means a monkey, which Narada didn't realize. When he asked, he said, please give me the form of Hari. So Lord Vishnu said, Tathastu, I bless you, go. Then Sage Narada was so happy. He was like, I have the form of Hari. I am the most beautiful. There can't be anyone more beautiful than me in this whole universe. I am the most handsome person. And now she won't have a choice but to put the garland, the mala on me, and then I will be married to her. So Sage Narada then went to the kingdom, to the king, where all the princes, all the men were lining up to get married or to get chosen to be married. And the princess was going one by one, and then she reached to Narada. She looked at him and she started laughing, or she gave a funny smile, and she just continued. She didn't stop by him. Seeing that, Narada was shocked. He said, I have the face, the most handsome, beautiful face anyone can wish for, of Hari himself. And she just passed by me. She even smiled or laughed at me. Something is wrong. So Narada got very angry. He was very offended. He stormed out of the palace, and outside there was one beautiful pond. And then Lord Narada looked down in the water inside the pond to see his face, how it looks, what's wrong. And then he saw that his face was a face of a monkey. And seeing that completely made Sage Narada so angry, so aggressive, that he immediately stormed off to Lord Vishnu and said, Vishnu Bhagavan, I am very angry, I am very disappointed at you. You have broken my trust. I am your bhakta. What have you done? You gave me a face of a monkey. I asked you the face for Hari, for your face, and you gave the face of a monkey. This completely disappointed Narada, and he was completely angry. And that, I'm not going to tell you the whole extent of the conversation which happened between him. But Lord Narada's duty, or his dharma, was not to get married to the princess. His dharma was to be a sage and to be a protector of the people. And we needed Sage Narada for the Bhakti Suktas. We needed Sage Narada for all the great knowledge he has given to us as to the humanity. In the same way, Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he told Arjuna that your dharma is to protect the dharma. Arjun's duty was to be the protector of the dharma. Arjun was a person who really liked to go and meditate, or to be completely cut off from all this Maya. He was a very spiritual man, and he liked to go off, wander in the jungle, sit somewhere peacefully and do his meditation, do his dhyan, not to be affected by anything else. But Lord Krishna told Arjuna, no, this is not your dharma. Your dharma is not to become a sage or a monk. Your dharma is not to go in the Himalayas and go and sit and meditate. You are not a sadhu. You are a kshatriya. You are a warrior. Your dharma is to protect the dharma, to protect the people, your people. Your dharma is to fight from adharma, from the evil, from the bad things, from the negativity. Your dharma is to take care of your kingdom. So, sage Narada's duty, his dharma, is to preach, to be a sage. Arjun's dharma is to be a kshatriya, to be a warrior, to be a protector. So we should all be happy with whatever we have and with whatever we are doing. And we should focus on our own dharma, and we should try to focus and to progress and to expand our own doings, whatever we are doing, in whichever field we are doing. This is the best. And you should always listen to your heart. If you believe in something, if you believe that this is my dharma, this is my duty, and this is what I really can do in my life, just focus on that, go ahead, and don't give up. If you give up, you fall down, you again get up, you again try, and eventually, doesn't matter how much difficulties you have in your life, doesn't matter what you go through, you go ahead and don't give up, and one day you will achieve the goal which you were always wishing for, and you will get whatever you're wishing for. Just follow your own dharma. With this, I would like to conclude my speech today, wishing you a wonderful day, evening, in whichever part you are. Hari Om. Swasti prajabhyam paripalayantam nyayena margena mahin mahisha Go brahmanebhyo shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shalakpurji Mahadeva ki jai. Devadidev Deveshwar Mahadeva ki jai. Shadip Narayan Bhagavan ki jai. Hindu Dharam Samrat Paramahansa Swami Sri Madhavanand Purji Sadgurudev Bhagavan ki jai. Vishwa Guru Mahamandaleshwar Paramahansa Swami Sri Maheshwaranand Purji Vyogiraj ki jai. Har Namah Parvati Padaye Har Har Mahadeva Shambhu.